Bonsoir à tous. It is so lovely to be with you tonight. Again, this is our 27th part of La Belle au Bois dormant, and it's so wonderful to be with you here on the chat if you're watching this live, because we see the students coming back each week, and it's like meeting up with friends to do something useful. And also to have the students who cannot attend live but are commenting every day. I love hearing from you, so keep doing that so I can see your name, and if you have any question, I'm here. It's the 27th part, as you can see here from the page number. We're almost at the end. So I asked last week yesterday, yeah, it sounds like last week, what you wanted to do next. I had lovely answer. I had lyrics from songs. I had Fable de La Fontaine, another tale, something different as well. So I wanted to review the answers that I had here with you so you could see. So Bob is about La Marseillaise, for example. Flask is about the fairy tale. Well, Flask enjoys being in the chat, and it's fantastic to have him there. Anne-Marie offers that, yeah, she says we should read the story all together. That's such a good idea to have that like a closure over this fairy tale. We can read all that together. Yes, that's a fantastic idea. I'm definitely going to do that. And we have one vote for La Belle et la Bête. We have something about modern language. Yes. If you want modern language, I have Le Salon de Géraldine, which is available on my program page as well. So check it out. French courses. I put it open. Yeah, so here you have all my courses that you can check out. During confinement, it might be a good thing for you to do, just to pass the time and do something useful. Test Your Conjugation is really fun because it's about learning and testing yourself. So Le Salon de Géraldine is here. If you're looking for modern French, we go deep in modern French and culture. Our next session is Monday, this Monday. So check it out. I have all the description here and everything you need. It's 29 euros per month, and lots of students from Le Salon are here in the fairy tale, and you can ask them questions if you want. So Barbara says that it was very useful. That's really good. Sanola says new writings as well. That's good. Has lots of old-fashioned French. Yes, modern French. Beauty and the Beast has a second vote. Beauty and the Beast had a third vote, and modern French. Les Lots Esclaves by Marivaux. I don't know this one, but I might check. Okay, so I'm going to think about what I could do that is best for you, and we'll see. I told you that modern might be tricky, but I'm going to see what I can do to do modern, and we'll take it from there. So if you could leave a thumb up here in the video, that would be really cool, so we can tell YouTube it matters. And we're going to move on to the next part. So I have a good cup of tea. I hope you're fine, whether you're having breakfast. I remember Peter yesterday was having breakfast right after the lesson. For Lynn in Scotland, it's evening like here in France, so it's all about dinner and having a nice drink at the end of the day. For others, it's the afternoon. Just enjoy it, and let's take our time to see what happens in a fairy tale. So what happens? So yes, the evil witch, the queen, asked to eat the queen, and she's so old. She's 20, so her skin is very tough, and the cook is asking himself, how can I find a beast that is as hard as the queen, who is very old, 20 years old, but she slept 100 years, so we don't know what her age is really, it actually is. So I'm taking my notes, I have my tea, and let's start together. So let's aim for all that, and we are going to read it together. Okay, are you ready? I am ready. Breathe in, breathe out, and let's read together. Il prit la résolution pour sauver sa vie de couper la gorge à la reine et monta dans sa chambre dans l'intention de n'en pas faire à deux fois. Il s'excitait à la fureur et entra, le poignard à la main, dans la chambre de la jeune reine. Il ne voulut pourtant point la surprendre et il lui dit avec beaucoup de respect l'ordre qu'il avait reçu de la reine-mère. Faites votre devoir, lui dit-elle en lui tendant le col. Exécutez l'ordre qu'on vous a donné. J'irai revoir mes enfants, mes pauvres enfants que j'ai tant aimés. Elle les croyait morts depuis qu'on les avait enlevés sans lui rien dire. Non, non, madame, lui répondit le pauvre maître d'hôtel tout attendri, vous ne mourrez point et vous ne laisserez pas d'aller revoir vos enfants. We have a little bit more here. Oh, that's okay. So let's aim for that, and I think we will finish with the last two lines here, but Rafi, he says, it's okay, I will show you your children, you're going to be fine. So, the first sentence ends here. Are you ready? Let's read it again. Il prit la résolution pour sauver sa vie de couper la gorge à la reine et monta dans sa chambre dans l'intention de n'en pas faire à deux fois. Il s'excitait à la fureur et entra le poignard à la main dans la chambre de la jeune reine. Il prit la résolution. En fait, in fact here it is, il prit la décision. Okay? Une résolution is usually une bonne résolution. It is the kind of decision that you take at the beginning of the year. For example, cette année, and it implies that is going to be starting on January 1st. Cette année, j'ai pris la bonne résolution d'arrêter d'arrêter d'avoir peur de faire des fautes en français. This year, I took la bonne résolution to stop being afraid to make mistakes in French. And that applies to every one of you. Yes, especially you. So, une bonne résolution is the thing that you decide at the beginning, on December 21st for the year. Which usually we never do. So, il prit la résolution, but here it is la décision. Pour sauver sa vie, to save his life, de couper la gorge à la reine, to cut the throat of the queen. Couper is to cut, and here we could say trancher. Okay, trancher, it's more appropriate now. It is to slice, but couper works very well, and couper is really good. But trancher has a bit more meaning. And la gorge is the throat. La gorge. The throat. La gorge is the throat. Inside and outside. Okay, so if your throat hurts inside, it is la gorge as well. Okay, it's everything. À la reine, to the queen. Et monta dans sa chambre and went up her bedroom. You see how French can be tricky here? Because it is ça, the ça has to agree with the noun after. So here, monta dans sa chambre could be went up into his room, so the room of the cook or the room of the queen. Obviously, here we understand what this is about. So it is the room, the bedroom of the queen, the nice queen. But you see how French can be tricky because here it agrees with the noun after. Dans l'intention de n'en pas faire à deux fois. It's old-fashioned French everywhere here. Dans l'intention, you can understand in the intention, with the intention actually. It should be avec l'intention. De n'en pas faire à deux fois, here we would say de ne pas s'y reprendre à deux fois. De ne pas s'y reprendre à deux fois. So it is something that you can use, s'y reprendre à 2, 5 fois. I would say that deux is the most common, s'y reprendre à deux fois. So for example, j'ai dû m'y reprendre à deux fois pour coudre mon masque en tissu. I needed 2 tries. How can we translate that better? Because I know we have translation experts out there. I know Alison is really good. I noticed Maggie is really good as well. But I always love to know, because as the students who are not watching live cannot see your fantastic translation, ladies. So it's good. And Jack also gives very good translations, but students who are not watching live cannot enjoy them. How can we say? We could say reprendre. You see on a word reference, if you're looking for an expression that doesn't appear here in the search bar, it's often better to try to find a word from the expression. And then I look for a second one. Okay. Yes, so you see here what I did. I didn't find the expression s'y reprendre à deux fois, but I knew it would be there because it's true French and I know it would be in word reference. So what I do is I take the main verb and then I do control, and on my Mac it's command, and then for you, I don't know, for me it's F, find, yes. And then I look for another word of the expression. And this way I almost always find my expressions. So here, the sentence it is j'ai dû m'y reprendre à 3 fois avant d'y arriver. So it is s'y reprendre that they have in the dictionary. And they say to start again, but it would be to start again 3 times or twice. To start again twice. And this is something that you can absolutely use. It is everyday French, completely everyday. It is beautiful. It is not familiar, neither slang. It's just normal, and it's very nice. So you have prendre. Reprendre is to start again, to do again. And s'y is about to do yourself it. So it's a bit tricky, but it's really nice. So, j'ai dû m'y reprendre à 2 fois pour coudre mon masque en tissu. I had to start again twice. Don't forget the A, it is really s'y reprendre à. Twice to sew my clothes mask. I never know how to translate tissue. I think it's cloth. But it's a word I completely gave up. Fabric. Material, fabric. So fabric is better. So it's a mask in fabric. But I know that you guys understand much better than I do. So you get it. Dans l'intention de n'en pas faire à 2 fois, so he doesn't have to do it twice, just in one go, it's going to be okay. Il s'excitait à la fureur. This is again completely old-fashioned French. He was getting excited with fury and rage. La fureur. It is rage and fury. Et entra and entered, le poignard à la main. La main is in the hand. Remember, we saw that with little Jour, the little boy who was fighting a monkey. And un poignard is a dagger dans la chambre de la jeune reine, in the bedroom of the young queen. Le poignard is a dagger. I hope you don't have to use it too much. But in this kind of tales, it's useful. So let's read the sentence again together. Okay. Breathe in. Breathe out. And 1, 2, 3. Il prit la résolution pour sauver sa vie de couper la gorge à la reine et monta dans sa chambre dans l'intention de n'en pas faire à 2 fois. Il s'excitait à la fureur et entra, le poignard à la main, dans la chambre de la jeune reine. So we have this man entering the bedroom of the queen with a dagger in hand. That's really scary. So let's read that. Il ne voulut pourtant point la surprendre et il lui dit avec beaucoup de respect l'ordre qu'il avait reçu de la reine-mère. Faites votre devoir, lui dit-elle, en lui tendant le col, exécutez l'ordre qu'on vous a donné, j'irai revoir mes enfants, mes pauvres enfants que j'ai tant aimés. Here we have lots of liaisons, so I want to cover them. I want to cover them before we start so I don't forget any. Avec beaucoup de respect, l'ordre qu'il avait reçu de la reine-mère, faites votre devoir, lui dit-elle. So here you can see an inversion and the little dash in the middle. En lui tendant le col, exécutez l'ordre qu'on vous a donné. J'irai revoir mes enfants, and this is where you have loads. Mes pauvres enfants, no, que j'ai tant aimé. Ok, good. Il ne voulut pourtant point la surprendre. We saw that point is pas. And voulu here, it is vouloir at le passé simple. I'm sure you already know that. Or if you haven't, you must have been sleeping during 13 hours so far, because we have le passé simple everywhere, almost everywhere. So, il ne voulut pourtant, pourtant is however, and surprendre is to surprise. He didn't, however, want to surprise her. Et il lui dit avec beaucoup de respect. And he told her with lots of respect l'ordre qu'il avait reçu de la reine-mère. The order that he had received from the queen mother. Faites votre devoir. Do your duty. Le devoir is duty. And do you know how we say homework? It is les devoirs. So you see how funny it is? You add an S and it becomes homework. Le devoir, les devoirs. If you want to be a little bit picky here, we might use devoir for one kind of homework. So for example, you have an essay in French. You can talk about ton devoir de français, or an essay or a quiz to do in math. It's about just one piece of homework. You might talk about un devoir, but in general, because children have more than just one, you say les devoirs. Les devoirs is obviously homework. Okay, les devoirs. Unless it is les devoirs du citoyen, but here it is like very much what you're not going to see in French, which are the duties of the citizen. but 99% of the time, les devoirs homework, le devoir duty. Lui dit-elle, she said, en lui tendant le col. Tendre is, what is tendre? Tender, okay, but it's not that. Stretch, extend. Yeah, here we're going to say extend. Extend. So she's showing her neck, okay? Well, le col, it is the collar, okay? But what we can assume is that she's dressed in a big dress, maybe a bit old-fashioned because she's 120 years old, and she has this big dress with the big collar, okay? So we can assume that it's both, okay? But I would say le cou instead the neck. But literally it is written the collar. Exécutez l'ordre. Execute the order qu'on vous a donné, that was given to you. J'irai revoir mes enfants. I will go and see my children again. Okay. Revoir is to meet again. To see or meet again. For example, j'ai hâte de revoir mes parents. I'm looking forward to seeing my parents again. J'irai revoir mes enfants, so I'm going to see and meet my children again. My poor children, pauvre, remember it can be poor in money and poor in situation. Que j'ai tant aimé, that I loved so much. Tant is so much. So let's read this again together. Ready? Okay, good. 1, 2, 3. Il ne voulut pourtant point la surprendre et il lui dit avec beaucoup de respect l'ordre qu'il avait reçu de la reine-mère. Faites votre devoir, lui dit-elle en lui tendant le col. Exécutez l'ordre qu'on vous a donné. J'irai revoir mes enfants, mes pauvres enfants que j'ai tant aimés. Good. Oh, I just had a good idea for something to do after le conte. I'm going to write it in my notes and see if it's a good idea. Up. That combines lots of different things that we mentioned. I want to see if it works. Okay, so yeah, we have a little bit of time. We can finish these parts so we don't end up on a cliffhanger like we finished in the past days, because I know it's a bit stressful, and we're going to see what happens next tomorrow without any stress. So let's read that together. Are you ready? Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Elle les croyait morts depuis qu'on les avait enlevés sans rien lui dire. Here, une liaison. Non, non, madame, lui répondit le pauvre maître d'hôtel tout attendri. Vous ne mourrez point et vous ne laisserez pas d'aller revoir vos enfants. Mais ce sera chez moi où je les ai cachés, et je tromperai encore la reine en lui faisant manger une jeune biche en votre place. We can breathe. It's going to be okay for now. So, elle les croyait morts. She thought they were dead. So croire, we saw it is believe, but I think it's worth just stopping a little bit. To believe. Okay? So you can say je crois en Dieu. That's easy. You can say je crois que tu es parti au cinéma sans moi. I'm so looking forward to going back to the cinema, and mostly the theater. I'm so craving for theater. Je crois que tu es parti au cinéma sans moi. I think you left to go to the cinema without me. Or we can even say, je crois que tu es allé. So that's a shorter sentence and more straightforward. I think that you went to the cinema without me. Okay, so we have the structure with en when you believe in something. You can say I believe in you as well. You can say je crois en toi, je crois. Let's put toi, that's good enough. Je crois que tu es allé au cinéma sans moi. But you can say that you believe something about someone. For example, la princesse, let's say she's a princess, croyait ses enfants morts. Okay. So here it is, she thought that her children were dead. And you can remember this structure. So you have the subject, you have the complement, and this is what she was thinking that they were. Okay, and obviously the verb. And it is that la princesse croyait que ses enfants étaient morts. Okay, this is exactly the same sentence. Exactly the same. Just that this one is a little bit more elegant because you made a bit more elaborate structure by removing some of the words. But it is exactly the same meaning. And here, if we want to just go a little bit beyond that, and we use this sentence, this is a little bit not good for our example for now. Je croyais que tu étais. If we want the same structure as above, je croyais que tu étais parti au cinéma sans moi. If we want to build this sentence with this structure, what do you think that is? Think about it. So that is good, but you have to add something. Je te croyais parti au cinéma sans moi. So here it is the because we don't know whom you're talking about. Let's go a little bit beyond. If you love this kind of things, you're going to love Le Salon because this is the kind of French that we dig deep into. So, je croyais que Martin était parti au cinéma sans moi. And here we're going to have a very similar structure to the one with the princess. Je croyais Martin parti au cinéma sans moi. So here we have the same structure. La princesse is like je croyais is the same. Martin is ses enfants. And then this is what she believed about her children. And this is what I believed about Martin. I believed that he had gone to the cinema without me. So you see how you can understand a structure and reproduce it in lots of different ways, as long as you understand how it works. Don't worry if you don't completely get it. I know there are beginners in the chat, probably in the comments as well, but I wanted to just show you a first image of the French that you could deploy as soon as you understand the fundamentals of some advanced grammar. It doesn't have to be difficult, but here I also like to dig deep to show you how far we can go together. Okay, so let's hurry so I don't take too much of your time. Elle les croyait morts depuis qu'on les avait enlevés sans lui rien dire. Here it should be sans rien lui dire, without telling her. And enlever is to kidnap. Enlever is to kidnap. Okay, I'm not going to go beyond that because I think we don't have enough time and I don't want to take too much of your time. But what we saw is that after that, the cook decided to not kill her and he's going to show her where the children are hidden. Okay, so no one has any nightmare tonight. We're going to come back here tomorrow, start there. and analyze everything because there are several aspects that I want to show you and it needs a bit of time. Okay. So let's read everything we saw today together before turning off YouTube. Well, where did we start? No, that wasn't there. It was here. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Il prit la résolution pour sauver sa vie de couper la gorge à la reine et monta dans sa chambre dans l'intention de n'en pas faire à 2 fois. Il s'excitait à la fureur et entra, le poignard à la main, dans la chambre de la jeune reine. Il ne voulut pourtant point la surprendre et il lui dit avec beaucoup de respect l'ordre qu'il avait reçu de la reine-mère. « Faites votre devoir, lui dit-elle en lui tendant le col. Exécutez l'ordre qu'on vous a donné. J'irai revoir mes enfants, mes pauvres enfants, que j'ai tant aimés. » Elle les croyait morts depuis qu'on les avait enlevés sans lui rien dire. Oh, poor her. I'm going to reread that with the normal speed. Okay? Il prit la résolution pour sauver sa vie de couper la gorge à la reine et monta dans sa chambre dans l'intention de n'en pas faire à 2 fois. Il s'excitait à la fureur et entra le poignard à la main dans la chambre de la jeune reine. Il ne voulut pourtant point la surprendre et il lui dit avec beaucoup de respect l'ordre qu'il avait reçu de la reine-mère. « Faites votre devoir, lui dit-elle, en lui tendant le col. Exécutez l'ordre qu'on vous a donné. J'irai revoir mes enfants, mes pauvres enfants que j'ai tant aimés. » Elle les croyait morts depuis qu'on les avait enlevés sans rien lui dire. Oh, poor her. So don't forget, they're going to be okay. And we're going to come back tomorrow on that. So I'll see you at 7:15 Paris time. As usual, you know where that is and when this is. It's so lovely to be with you each night. You can leave a comment sharing what you learned today. That would be really cool. And I look forward to reading your comments and seeing you tomorrow. And bonne soirée, maybe bonne nuit or bonne journée. And à demain. Allez, salut tout le monde. Salut.